Hey, guys. You know what tonight is? Yep, tonight's story time. So, I'll be right back and we will get to that story. Okay, guys, I am back. And tonight we're going to have story time. Story time. And tonight, the name of this story is called The Drive-In. Okay, let me see. Where do I want to start with the drive-in? This is before I met my husband. This is when I was about 14, probably 14 years old. And I was still living at home. So anyway, usually when we went to the drive-in, there was usually mom, dad never used to go on a lot. But there was usually mom, and then there was my 4 brothers, and then my sister, and then me, okay? So, mom had a pretty good sized car, you know? So a lot of times, I'm sure you guys have all done it now. I'm sure y'all done it. So, we go to the drive-in, and there'll be about, about 4 of us, you know, sitting up front. While the rest of them, they kind of get in the trunk. You know, mom sneak them on in, you know? I'm sure y'all done it. And I'm sure y'all have. And she'd sneak us on in there, you know, and we just kind of park in the back. A little bit dusk. You gotta make sure it's a little dark, you know. You don't want to go in daylight. Make sure it's a little dark. You don't go on back there in the back, you know, and you face the drive-in. You just kind of open the trunk and everybody just hops out. That's what we always did. We did that long. But this night, we didn't. There was, because I guess, this bra strap's driving me nuts. Anyway, this night, let's see, there was me and mom, and my sister I don't think went. I think it was just me and mom, my 2 brothers. The 2 brothers sitting in the back, you know, I was sitting in front. Well, anyway, mom drove a white Impala. So that night we went, you know, and stuff, and we parked, you know, I don't know, just so far from the concession stand and stuff. And we sit and we started watching the show. And back then, you know, they had them big old boxes, you know, it was on them poles. And you set that thing on your window. Well, how many people, now we didn't, but how many people do you know that probably stuck them boxes in their windows, rolled up their window, and probably stole that box? I wonder how many people you guys don't do that. Anyway, I may have done that later on, but I haven't got to that story yet. But that's one story I may tell you. Anyway, back to ours. So anyway, we pulled up there, and like I said, the concession stand was a pretty good little ways, I guess. And it was dark, the movie started. I gotta get a drink of water. I've got a frog in my throat, I think. Anyway, so we parked up there, and the show was getting, you know, started, and it was starting to, you know, get pretty good, you know. And I was sitting up front, and I was really interested in that show. And, well, anyway, mom said something about, ask the boys and us, you know, who wants popcorn, you know. We brought our own sodas. We didn't bring our own popcorn, but we always did bring our own sodas. And, you know, of course, everybody did. And here I was really watching that show, and I was really into it and stuff, you know, and mom said something about first the boys about going, and they're like, I ain't going. You know how it is with brothers. And the other one's like, I ain't going either. I'm not. Well, mom babied him a little bit sometimes, you know. She babied all of us certain times. Anyway, wasn't my baby night. Wasn't mine. So anyway, she asked me, and I'm like, no, I'm not going either. No, I'm not going. So anyway, she kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. So finally I said, oh, don't go. Well, you know, when you're at that age, you're kind of snotty anyway. So I went up there, and I kept trying to watch the show through the window. I stand in line because there's a big long line, of course. So I kind of watched the show when I was walking through there, but I couldn't hear them saying anything, but I could see the movie. So the line slowly moved, slowly moved, slowly moved. Well, slower it moved, the madder I was getting, because I wanted to hear that dang show. So anyway, finally I got up there, and I had, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, bags of popcorn. I think it was 3. And so I paid for it and stuff, you know, and I like I said, by the time I went through that whole long line, I was really pissed. I mean, I was pissed. So, so anyway, so I had the stuff in my hand, and by that time, like I said, you know, it was dark and stuff. So I stomped my feet on the way back to the car with that popcorn, you know, and I grabbed that passenger front door, and I slammed open that door, and I said, a guy said something about, don't you ever ask about that time a woman's purse was sitting there and fell on the ground? Or about the time when I said, don't you ever, and I looked down and seen that purse. I looked up and seen that woman. I thought, holy shit. And that woman kind of just looked at me like, and I said, I'm sorry. And I hurried up and I just kind of like took off. So anyway, come to find out, Mom's car was the white Impala, but there was another white Impala sitting right beside my mom's car. So yes, I went to the first Impala instead of the second Impala, and that's what happened. Boy, I tell you, it's just another one of my little crazy stories, and I'll probably tell you another one. Not tonight, but anyway, I will come up with I've got several. I got several on my mind. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope you like that story there, and good night.